What's going on, guys? My name is Alex, and today I'm going to answer a question that I know you guys have. A very deep-seated question. I get it. Everyone looks at me and they wonder, how'd that guy get such strong bones? His bones must be made of some super skeleton alloy or blessed by a bog witch or something, but alas, dear viewers, it's not witchcraft that has imbued me with these rock-like bones. It's this. Milk. As a 20th century child, I was forced to enjoy the nectar of the moo in order to have strong bones and teeth. Parents everywhere were so afraid of what might happen to their kids if they didn't suckle at the teat of the Thanos cow. Perhaps we would just disintegrate into nothing but dust. We would be like that couch girl in the anti-drug commercial. And you know, in the 90s, I was particularly fond of drinking milk, partly because I was a child, but also because I had this sick-ass VHS tape that my aunt got for me. She worked for like a dairy or something, and she procured this educational tape for me and my siblings, something that's meant to be shown to kids in a classroom, but when you love to learn like I do, the whole world is a classroom, or something. I don't know, some shit like that. You guys following me? That's right, today I'm talking about my favorite lactose-fueled educational tool, Make Mine Milk. Make Mine Milk was produced by the Dairy Council, which sounds ominous, like a Court of Owls from Batman or something, where they got like milk cartons for heads. And if you're worried about these fuckers getting you, don't worry. I thought about that. If you want to make sure the Dairy Council does not come after you and your family, hit that subscribe button. I made a deal with them. If you subscribe, if you comment, if you like this video, they'll leave you alone. And if you hit that little bell notification so that you never miss out on a future upload from me, they'll even leave your children's family alone. That's 2 whole generations of your family that is safe from the Dairy Council and their wrath, if you just subscribe and hit that bell. Anyway, this video is a time capsule that perfectly shows what, I don't know, was like cool in pop culture for kids in the early to mid 90s, right? It had everything. Cool kids in a diverse friend group, kind of like a Milky Power Ranger situation. Dope songs, not Double Dare, art/DIY stuff, kind of like Zoom or Out of the Box, and cool-ass editing and transitions. As a child who was obsessed with learning facts about whatever I could learn, this video was a goldmine for dope shit. I learned about pasteurization from Louis Pasteur. I learned about homogenization. I learned about all the different kinds of dairy cows. I even learned about how they chew their cud. And of course, I learned about that magic cheese door at the grocery store that hides all the cows. You know the one. But seriously, whoever edited this was so ahead of their time. This is like Tim and Eric, even like modern day brain rot kind of shit. Like, it's very quick, snappy, crazy, off the wall shit. And the music also goes like unreasonably hard.
For example, they homogenize and pasteurize the milk.
Pump it, cool it, homogenize and pasteurize. Pump it, cool it, homogenize and pasteurize. Pump it, cool it, homogenize and pasteurize. Pump it, cool it, homogenize and pasteurize.
Hey, wait a minute. What is homogenize and pasteurize?
They sprinkle fun little bits like this throughout the video. Like, there's this little black and white scene of Louis Pasteur explaining how he discovered pasteurization, you know, the process of heating milk up to a safe temperature to kill off all the dangerous bacteria within, as well as homogenization, which is where you mix up all this stuff real quick so that, you know, when you're drinking a nice cold glass of milk, it's not separated into different layers of like fat and whatever, and it's all just one homogeneous thing that you can drink.
Do you know how this got here? Do you know where this came from? I know it all! Come on, somebody ask me a question!
Okay, milk girl, you want a question? Does God exist? And if so, is he all loving, or do you think he's sort of vengeful in nature? Then we get our first glimpse of the little, like, game show they have running throughout this video. It's a typical trivia show. The guy wants to know, like, how many animals can you name that produce milk? And the Pink Ranger gets fucking mad at the Yellow Ranger because she could only think of 2 animals, and the Yellow Ranger thought of 3, one of which is a bat, which pissed the Pink Ranger the fuck off because why would bats produce milk? But it's kind of weird that she's confused about the fact that bats produce milk because she guessed a whale. And I think if you know anything about animals that produce milk and you aren't quite sure if an animal would produce milk or not, I think you would probably believe a bat produces milk over a whale. And I think if you understand that whales produce milk and they're mammals and like what a bat should not be that surprising to you. But I digress. And before you ask, yes, this is bat milk in my fucking cup, idiot. They then have this fun little segment where that nerdy scientist from The Simpsons like has a Bill Nye style show called Mr. Science, and he shows the Pink Ranger what happens when you put human teeth in milk and soda for a few days. It's not like he, assaulted the tooth fairy and stole these, or he went into your mom's closet and opened that jar she has with all your baby teeth in it that were for the tooth fairy, and now your mom has them in her closet, almost like the tooth fairy was putting them in a jar in your mom's why was the tooth fairy putting the teeth in your mom's closet? Is your mom the tooth fairy? But of course, Mr. Science proves that soda is bad for your teeth because if you leave your tooth in a little beaker of soda for multiple days and you take it out, it's gonna look all fucked up. So if you guys are like looking for some kind of liquid you can hold in your mouth for multiple days on end without spitting or swallowing, maybe just give milk a go.
Your bones, your skin, and all your cells are really counting on you having the nutrients you get from milk. So the next time you grab for a soda instead of milk, remember, you're cheating yourself out of good skin, healthy hair, strong bones, and nice teeth. I wouldn't kid you. Besides, milk tastes great. Well, how did I do? Thank you.
Then Sideshow Bob over here teaches us about all the different kinds of dairy cows.
Let's learn the common breeds of dairy cows, shall we? Ayrshire Brown Swiss Guernsey Jersey Holstein.
Wow, that is a lot of different kinds of cows, I think. But where do they all come from?
Dairy cows are everywhere. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere.
The game shows back, round 2. They spin the wheel of cheese, which is just like trivia about different vitamins and minerals found in milk. They explain what riboflavin is.
All right, question number 3. What benefits do we receive from riboflavin? Jenna!
Growth, strong and tall. Growth and energy, it gives you energy.
They need to start putting riboflavin in energy drinks. I'm sick of taurine. Give me that milky energy. But speaking of energy, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Dubby. Dubby is super cool. I've been working with them for a few months now. It's an awesome energy drink powder that you can mix with any beverage of your choice. I like to mix it with sparkling water because I like a little bit of a caffeinated sparkling beverage. And those ones that I used to get in the cans, they're, first of all, expensive as shit. Dubby's a lot cheaper. And second, those would make me like sometimes jittery, or I'd crash out after a while or something. Dubby is jitterless energy. It's made with coffee fruit extract, a bunch of different vitamins, and I feel great every time I drink it. Dubby is awesome. And if you guys want milky energy, they even have a new flavor. It's like a s'mores one. I think it might be limited time only. I don't know. But that one you mix with milk, so it's like, it is milky energy like I was talking about. But if you guys want to try Dubby for yourself, click on the link in the description below, or go to dubby.gg and use coupon code POOPOOPP for 10% off your order. Get an energy drink, get some merch, get a shaker, get some of their hydration stuff. It's all really good. I've tried a few different flavors. This one I'm drinking right now is called Grandpa's Denture Water, and it is this great like mango pitaya flavor. Love it. Dubby is awesome. Again, click on the link in the description below or go to dubby.gg and use coupon code POOPOOPP for 10% off your order. Thanks, Dubby, and back to the video.
Soda, gotta have my daily quota of calcium and vitamins. You'll feel better once you learn. Milk gives you the power to burn. Milk is natural, pure energy.
This is the most hyped song of all time, and I still sing it to myself randomly 30 years later in life. And I'm sure you guys are probably going to be singing this to yourself too. So you're welcome.
Milk is natural, pure energy.
But the game show's third act is just some dumbass trivia about how many pints are in a quart and how many quarts are in a gallon and whatever. And I guess they use the pints for points in this, and I didn't get that in the first two parts of the game show, but I'm seeing there's like a visual now on their little milk carton podiums. And the last challenge is worth 5 pints, which will fill up their meter or something and declare one of them the winner of this little game show. And dude, I want to compete on this little milky Double Dare so fucking bad. Like, so bad, dude. Like, fuck that big-ass boogery nose from Double Dare. I want the milk wall. The Pink Ranger fills her shit the fastest, so she gets to race against the clock for a chance to win an entire farm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like giving a dairy farm to a teenager is not, like, good. I don't think, especially because she doesn't seem very country or, like, she grew up on a farm in any way. I could be off. She just seems kind of urban. I feel like maybe they should have just stuck to a Sega Genesis or some BK Ratch Tech or something. That'd be sick. But that Ultimate Dairy Dash looks so fucking fun, you guys. I want to slide down that butter slide and crawl through that fucking rubber burrito more than I ever want to breathe again in my entire life. And it's fucked up that Dan the Dairyman only ever let one person do this fucking challenge. Because I want to jump in that big old thing of yogurt and look for the giant fruit piece myself, and it's not fair. It should have been me. It should have been me, not the Pink Ranger, goddammit. What is she gonna do it? I want to do it. But after all that excitement, the Power Rangers sure built up quite an appetite.
I like cheeseburger, fries, and soda.
Pink Ranger, you dumb bitch. After all that talk about milk and you ask for a soda? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I can't believe I said that. Milk. Make mine milk.
The cream always rises to the top. Give me milk, not soda. Gotta have my daily quota of calcium, and vitamins, You'll feel better once you learn. Milk gives you the power to burn. Milk is natural, pure energy.
The last two segments are just some like DIY arts and crafts stuff. The first one's kind of fun. It has the Dan the Dairyman dressing up in drag or just dressing up like a woman of sorts, sort of akin to what you might have seen on All That or Mrs. Doubtfire or something in that period of time. And it's silly and it's funny, and he just shows you how to make a little birdhouse out of a milk carton. And the last is just this like cartoonist guy shows how to draw a cow, and it's cute, it's fun. But this part kills me. The kid Colin, he finishes drawing the cow and he hands it to the guy, and the guy like picks it up and it's upside down. And he's like, oh, and then he like Colin helps him flip it over, and he's like, oh yeah, you did a good job. And it's like, you could have done a second take where that guy doesn't absolutely humiliate Colin for the dog shit cow he drew. Like, you can't. You leave in the part where he doesn't even know which direction to look at the fucking picture in. Oh my god, dude. Poor Colin. That's fucked. That's so fucked. But anyway, guys, that is Make Mine Milk. And I know it was kind of weird, and none of you probably give a shit about it, but it was something that was very important to me growing up. I loved this VHS tape, and I watched it constantly. It's just every family had like that one weird movie that no one else had ever heard of that everybody just like loved, and this was that one weird tape that me and my siblings had that no one else knew what we were ever talking about, but we loved it and we watched it all the time. So I just wanted to kind of talk about it and share it with you guys, see if any of you remember Make Mine Milk, if any of you ever thought it was cool that the tape was white and not black. I always loved those kind of fun VHS tapes back then. And if you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button. Leave a comment below and let me know if there's any weird VHS tapes you loved as a kid or something you'd like to see me talk about. And please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. It really does help out. I'm very thankful for everybody who's done that so far. You guys are awesome. And until next time, you know, give me milk, not soda, huh? Milk is natural, pure energy.